Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen.
When 41 federal unity colleges are being shut down nationwide, it shows a government that is under siege, not just incompetent. This administration, just like the previous ones, are being held down by forces larger than the presidency itself. And here is the uncomfortable truth. The system knows who is responsible, but cannot speak. Sabotage doesn't just happen randomly. It follows a pattern. Just look at the timing. The United States declares Nigeria as a country of particular concern on 3rd of November 2025. Within days, Nigeria experienced 3 coordinated high-impact attacks. One in Kebbi, the school adoption, the Ruku church attack. We also have the Niger State Catholic Mass adoption. These attacks all target the same thing: children, churches, Christians, rural communities, exactly what is cited in the US CPC designation of Nigeria. This is not coincidence. This is a message. There are powerful actors who benefit when the government looks weak and overwhelmed. You might call it beautiful karma, but the sad news is that it affects our collectives, because these are the same forces that used Boko Haram to weaken Goodluck Jonathan. They weaponized fear to win the 2015 election, and today they still retain the influence. And no matter who sits in Aso Rock, they still have the influence. And that is why insecurity has never changed under any administration, because the system behind insecurity has not changed. And the truth is, every Nigerian administration always knows more than it tells the public. Sabotage always leaves fingerprints. Intelligence patterns don't lie. Imagine that when a checkpoint is withdrawn hours before attacks, and most times in school setting, school warnings are being given but ignored. And when villages are being invaded, it happens in most nights when security forces mysteriously get redeployed. So yes, the administration knows who benefits when unity schools are shut down. They know who benefits when communities are being burned. The government cannot expose itself. Saboteurs are part of the government's own political structure. And that is the truth. Many of the saboteurs helped bring this administration to power. And some of them are still those individuals undermining security today. These are people who weaponized insecurity against Jonathan. The key campaign slogan was insecurity within 2015 to 2019. And so now, how do you expose something you were part of? Nigeria's security architect is not controlled by one man. It's a blend of several players. So naming sabotage now only exposed the complicity from 2014 to 2022, because we have to deal with a lot. And sometimes, you know what, politicians would rather not burn bridges, because an average politician thinks of the next election. They always believe there are room for negotiation and amendment. And in the midst of all this, the people suffer. Aside from exposing their complexity, they don't want to lose control of the political machinery that keeps them in office. Every president is trapped by the same political debts. You cannot fight a cabal that funded your rise to power. So it is difficult to confront a network you once benefited from. That is why Jonathan couldn't speak, Buhari wouldn't speak, Tinubu will not speak. Different presidents, same silence, because the saboteurs were never removed. They were simply recycled. But in the end, the price of these political games is being paid by ordinary Nigerians. Families are being destroyed. Communities are grieving. And of course, we are all living in fear. We don't even want to discuss the damage to our economy and our international reputation. No. But just let us focus on the tragedy and pain this trauma is causing across the country. And unless this power is broken, no president, past, present, future, will ever succeed, because in Nigeria, cabal interests, cabal deals are never stable. They shift. But here is my take, right? This might sound silly, but listen, all right. Excessive sabotage of this government has just one purpose, and the purpose is to weaken the system and make us citizens lose faith in this administration. Because once the people turn against a sitting administration, the cabal will now step in. They will install the next government, and they will control it from day one. With our collective support, just as we did in Jonathan's case. So the circle now continues, and this is the pattern. Sabotage the government, make the people frustrated, present a savior candidate, capture the next administration, repeat the cycle. But here is the gist. Knowledge is power. Once we understand this pattern, once the cabal know we can see through the game, the system begins to crack. Because the truth is, the cabal doesn't even fear Aso. The cabal fears an informed population that cannot be deceived. It's the truth at the time. Take care and have a nice day.
What are we doing, Seth?